Learning management systems software for training and development is fast becoming popular, especially with access to cloud computing technology, which is opening up huge opportunities for developers to build efficient learning management tools and meet the growing demand. Hanny Alshazly is Regional Director of D2L. He's with us here in the studio to tell us more. Hanny, great to have you with us. What's the financial potential of learning management systems in this region, do you think?
Well, I'd like to first, Greg, just acknowledge something that's very important. I mean, first, we live in a region that has the largest population of youth in comparison to other parts of the world. And second to that, we have also one of the highest population growth. In addition, something I find very important to mention, that we have pretty much the most diversified backgrounds across the region because of the amount of expats living here. If you put all of that together, the amount of learners that we have is becoming huge. And if you look at the next 10 years, there isn't enough time to build institutes to sustain that much growth across the region. That's why you will find across our region, pretty much e-learning and learning management system will be one of the fastest and most in-demand learning technology at this point. And another important element as well is the spending is expected to increase by 20% over the next year.
But are you finding that people in business have often stopped learning?
Not at all, actually. In fact, it has increased because of the speed or the pace of life that we currently have. And if you think of the back in the days where we had lifelong learner, it used to be a luxury. Well, it's not anymore. And at this point, I believe it's very important element to mention that most of us, if not the organization itself, will be adopting more learning technologies kind of to cope with that and put more structure to it.
So what progress is being made in education technology at the moment?
I would say big. If to start with, and if you look at the corporate, for example, back in the days when we used to have to collect number of our staff, flying them over to a room where they get trained on a certain technology or aspect of soft skill, where now most of the investment is becoming into learning portals at the institute or at the corporate itself. Another very important element, which is right now focusing on different technologies, like, for example, rich video content, social media, and gamification, which are becoming like most important to any learner at this point. One of the things at D2L, for example, we try to focus on is to build to mobile. So we're looking around us and all of us are walking with access to the world's database in our pocket. So we need kind of access to be able to learn with that as well.
So where do you think the biggest growth is going to come from, in the future, helped by professional education?
I think most organizations at this point are looking into building their own academies, and that's something that's becoming very important. Again, as I mentioned, most of us are looking for ways to enhance our skills, and at this point, it's for corporations, for enterprise, and others to try to enhance the skill of their own staff to hold them away from going to competition or others. And if you look around us, many of the organizations we have here in the Emirates, for example, have their own academies that they use for their staff as a way to attract them to learn more.
All right, we'll leave it there. But Hanny Alshazly, appreciate your time. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.